Hey, how you doing? How you doing, everybody? This is Perspective Log X, and I am your host, E.A. Crespo. Let's put formally my theme. It looks classier, right? It looks classier when I do that. All right, this is Perspective Log X, and I am your host, E.A. Crespo. Perspective Log X, Lakers-fandom. All right. Um, let's talk a little bit about the new Lakers, man. Awesome. This team is championship bound team. Everybody stays healthy. There is no doubt they're gonna go for a championship. Look, I'm gonna have some things that I borrowed. Hopefully, um, where I borrowed those things, they don't get mad at me. But I didn't have time to write these plays, so I'm gonna put some images of some plays that the Lakers might use here because most of them are pretty close to what Frank Vogel does. And the reason I'm putting this is so you can see how well Montrezl Harrell and um, Gasol, Mark Gasol, play for their game can be used by Frank Vogel without changing much. He probably tweak a few things, but I think he's not gonna do that. And so let me right there, you see. Uh, if we are talking about any of the Montrez or um, um, uh, Mark, both of them can use. You see the five there. They can they can both of them do that carton and go to a position where um, have they can actually have an impact because Davis would be exactly where he needs to be. Whoever is the center at that point is going to be in a perfect position to score. Um, or uh, the 3 and 2 are going to be in position. If you see the number 3 in this in this board, that would be probably either Matthews. It could be the 2 if the 3 is Kuzma, then the 3 would be in the 2 position, I believe, because that's where Kuzma usually scores better. Um, but if it's Matthews, Matthews can go anywhere, right? Matthews can go anywhere. And let me show you this play. Uh, this is more of a basic um, horns play. The other one comes out also from a horns play. The high screen there allows LeBron to either LeBron or uh, whoever is the ball handler. Could be LeBron. It could be Schroeder, and they can both. LeBron, he does better on the left side shooting threes, but I think LeBron would use that screen to get inside. Um, And then the fourth, whichever he is in that moment, it could be Markieff Morris, would allow the three to get in position for a 3-point shot. If LeBron goes in, you know that you have the two and the three um, probably in position, even the four, which would be either Anthony Davis or Markieff, in position to shoot the ball. And if nobody doubles or tries to defend, leave their guy to defend LeBron, he can finish in the basket at the end. So in that case, I mean, what a better screener than having a really, really, uh, you know, hard body there. Somebody that is not easy to move, like Gasol, Marc Gasol, or um, Montrezl Harrell. So that screen would work fantastically. And also, if it's LeBron or Shooter penetrating after that, you can move Gasol to where the one position is, and then you would have all kinds of shooters around LeBron or around Shooter. So you can see the Horns play being very effective there with any of the two centers. Now I'm gonna go to a flare now, right? There is a flare. In this flare, we have the number 3 is. Can you see the cursor there? Anybody? So the 3, I'm assuming you can see the cursor there. The 3 is screening 2, and the 3 is going to move to this side, and the 5 will move here. The 3 will move here. I mean, the 2 will move here. The 3 would come out. Number 1, whether it's LeBron or Shooter, can go in, and if the defense move with him, you're gonna have uh, um, you're gonna have Davis here. You're gonna have Matthews here, or whoever's number 3. It could be Kuzma, and you are gonna have KCP here, and you are going to have in this one is pretty much you okay. So you can see the cursor there. All right, so that's good. So here you would have Gasol. This play is better for Gasol, but if you have Montrezl Harrell, he can be the 4th and stay here. And the in the 5 position, you can put whether it's Davis or Kuzma can play the 5, or Markieff Morris. So you have alternatives. You can in this screen you can have number 2 ignoring the screen and screening down with number 4 making the screen here, and then you would have a shooter here. There's so much you can do, and there's so many things, and Vogel likes to use flare screens. So let me take this off. All right, so let's go back to here. So you can see how versatile it is. I mean, we could have used that if we would have taken um, um, if we would have Dwight Howard and um, um, this guy, I forgot, I forgot that he signed with the Clippers now. Um, Forgot his name. We could have him in that play, who is a 3-point shooter too. But what we have works very well. I mean, we have so many alternatives right now because we can run. If we want to go really small, we can run Markieff on the 5, right? We can run Kuzma or I forgot the name of the guy. One of the two last guys, any of them that we signed. Um, and we can have 3 guards there. And that would be a really mobile, really short, especially we could use that one with with um, uh, with the Golden State Warriors, right? And one of the things that I like about a mobile, we could use Davis at the 5. It doesn't matter, or Markieff Morris at the 4 instead of Kuzma, depending on who is in fouls and all that kind of stuff. But one of the things that I like about that, I know that if we use Taylor Horton Tucker as the 3, right, and we use Matthews and Shooter in that lineup, we can have 3 guys that can shoot the 3, and Taylor Horton Tucker is not afraid to drive in. Even I believe that he can even be stopped by forgot his name. I forget all the names. The enforcer. What's his name? The enforcer in the Warriors team. I should write down those numbers before I go live, but I can't remember his name. I mean, now his name. I was mentioning, but this is a lineup that could work if the Warriors go small. They go small, but and with Anthony Davis, a mobile team wouldn't have you can have Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and 3 guards. I mean, also you have Caruso, who can do that. I mean, so many ways you can utilize pretty much this team to all the schemes that Frank Vogel likes. There's no way we can. I think this team is going to be at the end of the regular season. I think they are not only going to be number 1 in the West. I think they are going to be number 1 in the whole NBA at the end of the season. And a lot of people are saying that Montrezl Harrell, and I want to answer that Montrezl Harrell and the other guys are not, doing what they are supposed to be like they are not measuring up in the playoffs. But I can tell in the case of Montrezl Harris, he had a problem with the overall the way the defense was built. He had to do a lot of effort, right? And because nobody was talking. Like there was no leader in the team that was vocal except maybe uh, I don't know who was the vocal point in the defense, on the defensive end, but the fact that they had a problem with leadership tells me that Montrezl Harrell was lost in that system because they pushed him back on the on deep cover, and then when nobody was guarding the guy on the top, or there was a screen where the big guy was on the top, Montrezl Harrell had to go back all the way down from the paint to the top of the key to guard this guy. That requires a lot of effort, and that is not actually very effective. That's not very effective against 3-point shooting centers, which there's a lot now in the NBA. So I think Doc Rivers there, I don't know what he was thinking. Um, he should have gotten up there, probably try to get up there on top of a key as much as he could. A tall player, anybody. And if he was gonna do deep cover, but that there's so many holes on that I think at the end Montrezl Harrell was frustrated because that effort on the defense then makes him to be also ineffective in the offense. And so he's not going to have to do that because this is the thing. If you got to rest Anthony Davis, you can either have Markieff Morris or you can play both Montrezl Harrell and you can play Marc Gasol. And if you do that, Montrezl Harrell won't have to get either in deep cover or on top of a key, depending on what is better for him to guard. And I know that's gonna come out in the scrimmage, and it's gonna come out in how Vogel is gonna design those plays. But expect a lot of flare screens, and also he uses like a lot of handoff. I didn't put the handoff there, but that's perfect. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of pick and roll too, so it's I don't know what that team cannot do. And yeah, one of the things that is going to be affected is the quickness. When Marc Gasol is on the floor, quickness is going to be an issue for the most part. Going back defensively. So there's going to be probably Gasol is going to be a lot on top of the key. And there have to be a lot of switch there. But it can be done, it can be done. And he's well-rounded enough, or have him have Davis there and somehow let Gasol not go to the offensive and stay kind of half court. If he needs to on the offense, he's probably gonna be a lot on the top of the key so he can come back quickly. So offensive rebounds are gonna have to come from either LeBron or Anthony Davis. And when Schroeder is there, um, probably we're going to have the guy I can't remember that we signed. He's an offensive rebounder. And he gets a lot of points of his points from offensive rebounds. So we can have that guy there. Like I said, a lot of versatility in this team. Um, this team is going to definitely um, go into the into the playoffs very well, and um, I I expect a championship from this team without a doubt. So, any comments? Uh, I will, try to answer any questions in the comments. I'm gonna, if there's no comments, no questions, no, I will end the transmission. I don't want to go over 20 minutes. Lakers 62-10. It could be. It could be. Definitely. It could be. Um, I don't know how to beat this team. I would have to run faster. That's the only thing that it occurs to me that you can do against this team. Run faster, trying to get the big guys in foul trouble, and that's the one thing I would think that could work against this team. But I mean, nothing else. So McKinney, yeah, I'm the guy that I'm thinking. McKinney, he gets a lot of points from rebounds and um, uh, if, and by the way, offensive rebounds. So that would get like if we have him at 4, um, then we could have, or at 3 probably. He's effective guarding the opposite wing. That's one of the things with him. He has to get a lot of points in penetration, but what I don't like is that, I mean, he's feisty, but his vertical is not that impressive. So he's got to fight a lot for offensive rebounds, but he's relentless. So that's the one thing that I like about him. Uh, he's not the best 3-point shooter. He can do it. He's like a younger Mo Heartless. So I guess that's one of the things that. But if he works on his 3-point shot, if he have worked on that, uh, he's got a future in the Lakers if he can prove. Exactly. What that's why I'm saying the only way they can effectively run against the Lakers is with Gasol, right? But if you take Gasol out, like you said, and they put Morris and Montrezl Harrell, any of the two, you can't outrun the Lakers really. And Montrezl is gonna bully whoever tries to 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 stand in front of him. Hopefully not outside of the little arch where you can actually run over the guys. But I don't know. I don't know how they are gonna beat the Lakers, because now you can say that the Lakers have the deepest bench. I thought it was deep before, but now it's a lot deeper. I mean, you can use whatever you can use. You can run a lot of offensive handoff plays, flare, um, flare screens. You can do some of the horn plays, especially if they end up like you can do hammer plays, uh, um, transform a horn plays into a hammer. And instead of we did it with Danny Green last season, but now we can do it with Matthews, and so and also we can do it. I mean, we did it with Danny Green, with Kyle Kuzma, and we did it with KCP. So we have people to run the hammer play, and if Taylor Horton Tucker is on the floor, we can run a hammer play with him, and he can, in that hammer play, he can be the driver or he can be the spot on shooter. He can do both of them. Yeah, the Lakers are not going to mind, because they have enough players to run the court and to be mobile, to be quick. It's gonna be a slaughter. I think the Lakers are gonna just run over teams in the league, and even I don't see. I mean, the Denver Nuggets are really good. They are really good, but I think between Marc Gasol and Montrezl Harrell, they are gonna give um, oh guys, can't I can't concentrate enough to remember the names. I gotta write them down sometimes. Uh, but it can give Denver a problem with on the center position. Let's put it that way. Um, and AD. I mean, who's gonna guard AD? Who's gonna? Yeah, it's the same. The Lakers create the same problem they create last year, because nobody can guard really AD. And if you double AD, you're gonna have to leave somebody alone. And then the Lakers are gonna be more dangerous when you double AD this year. Because last year they could get away with it because there was no many drivers, scorers like that. We tried to get this guy from Miami. He didn't work out because pretty much the season ended until the bubble when he was there. Bubble cheese. I can't remember his name, but I can remember that. And so it didn't work out because we didn't have enough games before going into the playoffs, right? But now we have Schroeder. Now we have Taylor Horton Tucker, who can drive well there. We have McKinney. Actually, is a good driver there. Um, and he can do that with the right screen. So I don't know how. I guess if the Lakers have those lapses when they think they are gonna wake up at the end and just kill people, you know, that's the only way. And like I said before, if the at the end they get kind of lazy and the other team starts running and they have to, like change Gasol at the end, or if they are gonna use Gasol, I don't know. Um, but the Lakers probably want a mobile unit at the end. It all depends. It all depends. But the thing is that Frank Vogel have become so much more difficult to predict. He was a little bit predictable before, but not now. And so, you know, I think this team is going to win the championship. That's all. That's all there is. Um, and that's all I have to say. Um, Thank you, AC from LA Sports Live. You're always around here, uh, either in the comments or as a guest. Please, everybody who watch this, visit the LA Sports Live page. Channel page, like, and so that's it for tonight. And I hope you have a great day, a great week, because we're starting the week. And, may God bless everybody. Take care of each other and go Lakers. All right. Bye bye.